Hi, my name is Brandon, and today I am going to be presenting my slideshow, which shows the whole progress of the project for my egg crash car. So, first off, we started with research, as every project should start with. We researched on what makes a car safe, like airbag seatbelts, like brakes, emergency brakes. And once we got done researching, we thought out how we would take these features and put them in our cars, how we would design it, what would we do, and what kind of features could we add to keep the egg safe. Then we started sketching. For my design, my sketches changed a lot. Originally, I was going to add something at the front, like a little bumper, and I was going to have walls at the top, and then a roof, and then put the egg inside, as well as some sponges and some cotton balls. And we also had constraints, which also we also had to watch out for. Since we couldn't go over the weight limit, we couldn't go over height, width, length. So my design changed a lot. I took off the bumper at the front, and I made the walls more bigger, and I actually had a board, so I cut out the base from there. Then I would drill holes into it, and I would 3D print the CO2 canister holder and the axles. And I made the car more smaller, and I made it more bigger in height. Then once we got done with checking, making sure it looked good, we didn't immediately go laser cutting. We used cardboard, which was nice because it gave you like a rough idea of what the object would look like. And in the first picture, that was originally my car, but there was a problem. The walls were too small, so I went back and I fixed it, and I made it more bigger, and which also made me change the other parts, and it thought out of how I would fit the egg in and all of that, which also kind of delayed it a little bit, but at least I didn't do it before actually laser cutting. So I guess this laser cutting prototype kind of helped, because it just shows problems before actually laser cutting. Then once I actually had it down and I did one last test and everything did fit, then I laser cut it and I drilled holes into the base, and then I glued it together. And as you can see in the pictures, that's what the final product looked like. And the wheels, also for the wheels, it wouldn't fit, so I had to change the front wheels to use the big wheels in the back, and I switched the axles to use wood axles. So that was also kind of a problem I had, a setback I would say, before the construction test. And I made sure the egg did fit in there, and the CO2 canister did fit, even though it was kind of like a little loose, but at least it didn't fall out during the testing. And then we actually did test. We did it 5 feet away from the wall, and then we did the testing, and then it went through the wall. So yeah. So reflection. This project, it had a lot of problems with, like, because I thought that the thing was big enough, but then I had to change the height and the scale, and then I had to redraw my dimensions again. I had to redraw sketches, and then through Inventor I had to model it, and then made sure that everything did fit together. There was no overlapping. Then the cardboard really helped a lot, because it showed the prototype basically, and it wasn't the actual thickness, so I guess it did help there. And overall, I feel like I could have added more. I could have added more inside of it. I could have made it probably a little bit more bigger and tested out the hole for the CO2 canister. And probably instead of using something else for the base, I could have used something else like 3D printing, or I could have laser cutted it. But overall, I think I did a good job. Even though the egg did crack, I feel like it was still a job well done.